trapped by work. So Climate Fresque is a game that was invented back in France and has been spread around like many countries around the world. I started doing it in 2020 when I came back to Kenya. And thanks to Vivian and Free's experience, we've managed to spread the word around. A lot of volunteers of Free's experience are now facilitators for the game, which is great. So we have more people on board. And today we're going to play this game together, which can be a bit depressing, but it will give you more input on climate change, and it will refresh your mind on where it comes from and what are the causes and consequences of climate change. That's it. And I will send you all the information afterwards. If you want to join the community as well, you're very welcome. And to facilitate yourself games as well like this. Thanks again.
Third workshop, and we have some volunteers from 3 days. We've been here for like all of the 3, so maybe I can invite them to tell you something small about what we do today, how we use these cards, and our end goal, something that's
yeah. So today I hope, I do believe that we are all here for the environment. I do believe we all understand the basic knowledge about what we do or about the environment that we live in. So I hope that you all do believe, and we all know that we all exist in one planet, we all exist in one earth, that as we have been growing since we've been young, because I also believe that sisi wote tuko above 20 ama tuko above average. So yeah, as we've been seeing, we've been having several changes in our environment. For wale wanatoka mashinani like Kibet, they can testify that nowadays the rainy season is not as it was. Those who are living in the coastal areas can also attest that there are some few changes that are happening. Those who are living in the almost dry areas like Isaiah can also testify that it's becoming hotter.
Started correctly with human activities. It's just to think what human activities lead to other consequences that you can see here.
Unajua vile people say that when you see something inaingianga more than when you listen. Like, kwa lecture vile inakonga, there is a theory and there is a practical. So theory you don't understand much rather than practical. Practical unaenda unasikiza na unafanya wewe mwenyewe na ndio inaingia zaidi. So this is not the practical bit on the issues of climate change. What does it do? What does it do to the environment? What does it do to the people in general? And then now the solution. The solution is not in the card, but we can brainstorm the solutions that we need. Yes, and then when we are done, we can maybe have a flow chart. We do like this, connect this. Yeah, but we will do it as we go on. Yeah. Yes. So we have the cards here. There is human activities, there is fossil fuels, there is temperature rise, sea level rise, additional greenhouse effect, carbon 2 emissions, and melting of sea ice. So as we start, who can maybe tell us a cause of climate change, something that something that causes climate change?
Yeah, the aim for you is just to rearrange the cards from what you think leads to the next.
shark inakula Nile perch, sijui kani uko, lakini shark inakula nini ndogo, ile ndogo inakula ndogo, ile ndogo inaenda hadi kwa plant hizo ziko chini. So if we have a disruption of the same, and we have the death of those plants, or we have the migration of a certain species in the food web, then the whole system becomes dead.
Terrestrial biodiversity.
So, read it out loud.
Yeah, you can read it out loud. Animals and plants are affected by the changes in temperature and in the water cycle. They migrate or disappear, and more rarely, they proliferate.
So, where does the first
So hiyo kadi kwanza umeelewa ni ya nini? Terrestrial, let us, like when you talk of terrestrial, we talk of things that are on land.
Good afternoon everyone, so I'm Noémie Mété from the Climate Fresque. The Climate Fresque is a French association that raises awareness around climate change and promotes environmental education. So today we're gathered at John Mishwuki Memorial Park with Freeze experience, and I've done now my 6th training with the NGO Freeze experience. After having trained the youth as well as universities and also primary schools around the country. I'm very happy to be here today as we organize 3 different workshops with more than 20 different students to raise awareness for climate change. So today the event is about Stockholm 50, which gathers together Sweden and Kenya to celebrate 50 years after the first conference that was done in 1972 to bring forward the subject about climate change and to see what together we can do. So the Climate Fresque has a workshop in Sweden as well as in Kenya, and we are happy to participate and bring more people on board as volunteers for the Climate Fresque.
My name is Isaiah Kilirai, a student from Catholic University of Eastern Africa. I'm a climate activist, environmentalist. From my school, I'm the Vice President of Environment, and I also volunteer in many organizations, in many environmental and climatic organizations. So I'm so glad to be here today to learn more about the Climate College and also to learn more about effects of climate and even what causes climate and even the conditions that our Earth or even the planet is it right now as we speak. So the session has been so interactive. We've been talking about climate change and even more that we even know about climate change. Like for today, I've learned more that I haven't even known as a climate activist. So as I go out there, I know how to go and teach kids and even students about climate education. The session has been so informative. We have learned the problems, the solution, the causes, and even the consequences of the climate change.
Hi everyone, I'm Scovia Hamida. I come from Tangaza University. I take journalism. I have never been in any organization of environment, but I was invited by a friend here. So me coming here, it's just because I was curious and I wanted to know all about environment. So today, it has really been a good time for me. I've enjoyed. I've also interacted with the rest of the people here, and I'm so glad to be here right now and also to learn.
Hello, I'm Fidel Martin Boya, currently a student at University of Nairobi. I'm a member at environmental club called Chiromo Environmental Awareness Club. I'm also a volunteer at Greenpeace Africa, where we are passionate in environmental matters. Today we had an event organized by 3E's Experience. I've gotten to learn about the causes, the effects, and the solution that we can use to help solve the current environmental crisis.
I'm Eric Letoya Setek, a third-year student at Multimedia University of Kenya and the West Year of the Multimedia University Health and Environment Club. Today I'm very honored to have attended this event organized by 3Es at the Michuki Park, Memorial Park. Okay, for me, I've learned a lot, especially more on the role of the youth in climate change. Okay, for me it's been good learning how climate change impacts and how we can control it as youth, we've tried to come up with solutions, what we can do to actually mitigate this problem of climate change. If all youth will step up together and take challenge, this is our own initiative, and I'd like to see every youth taking part in measures against to eradicate climate change.
Kuishi maisha free ni kuplanta tree, na kuplanta tree ni kuishi maisha free. Ndio maana niko hapa nikistand for 3 pillars. Niko na energy, niko na environment, na niko na empowerment. I go by the name Team Able Masters. I'm a student at the Technical University of Kenya and also an actor. Nimelearn vitu mob, nimelearn how to take care of the environment, na imenifungua mawazo on how I think about the environment. So tutakuwa na hizi events ukiwa hapo hivyo nje, you are a young person, manze kama ulearn manze hizi vitu mingi about the environment. Imefungua mind yangu and I can't wait to learn more and to be trained more about the environment. Thank you.
Greetings to everyone watching this video. So my name is Cyril Savai Shikuvale. I'm a 4th-year student at the Technical University of Kenya.
And I am Celestine Kipkoech. I've graduated from the Technical University of Kenya studying mechanical engineering.
Yeah, on the same note, I'm also studying international relations and diplomacy. So today we have had an opportunity to take part in a workshop that was spearheaded by 3Es Experience. And the 3Es Experience stands for Environment, Energy and Empowerment.
Yeah, and from then we've learned about, today we were focusing on the environment, and we learned about different activities, about how the human activities affect our environment.
Yeah, and it was actually a very, very good experience because you have had to learn a lot, and then you have had to share from our wells of knowledge and also learn from our friends.
Yeah.
It was basically an interactive session and it was very interesting.
It has been a pleasure to understand everything about how the activities from the top, from the highest level until how it affects each and every individual. We were happy to know that it was not only us, that we have a group of people that who are focused on climate advocacy and who want to bring this knowledge to everybody in the world.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we feel good to have played a role in creating awareness and you know, sharing on the same knowledge, and also to be young people who are taking part in climate justice and climate action.
Yeah, and we would like to talk to anyone or everyone who is listening out there, because this affects each and every person here. It affects all of us that are inhabiting the planet Earth. Whatever we do, however we affect the environment, each and everything we do, from transport, from how we live our lives, from agriculture and everything we do, let us be conscious of the consequences that come later on how we are going to be affected, how it is going to affect yourself and your neighbor.
And then you're not eliminated from this climate action cause regardless of your discipline. You know, you can see from this event we have people from multidisciplinary areas coming together for the same cause of
climate justice.
Otherwise, it's always a pleasure. Please feel free to share the message to a brother, a sister. Share the message. Let everyone know. We are all in this in saving our planet Earth. And if we cannot do it, who else will do it for us?
3 is experience, and we have 3 pillars.
Energy pillar, clean cooking and solar lighting.
Environment pillar, green and clean environment.
Empowerment pillar, school and community empowerment.
My name is Brian Seronei. I am the chairperson of the Kenya Inter-University Environmental Students Association, and I'm also a facilitator at Climate Fresk workshop. So in partnership with 3E's Experience, today we had our 3rd workshop of the Climate Fresk, and we had a total of 7 universities within Nairobi that came to attend, including the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, the Kenyatta University, Technical University of Kenya, Cooperative University, Multimedia University, among others. And we also had a total of 20 participants who came for their first time in this workshop. So we are planning also to expand our borders and spread the information to all the environmental clubs in all universities within Kenya, because we understand from the various universities that we have people coming from different backgrounds, different diversities, different places from their homes. So once we achieve our target of partnering and involving all the environmental clubs, then our climate literacy levels is going to increase. Once we get to pass the message to all the university students and their communities back at home, then we can all achieve the common goal of fighting the climate crisis. I would like to urge each and every one of us to take our personal responsibility in fighting climate change to reduce our carbon footprint. We should take individual responsibility and commitment to fighting the climate change. We would also like to thank 3E's Experience for partnering with us, for ensuring the environment message and the workshops on the environment are being passed to each and every stakeholder, each and every community and all the universities that are within.
Wow, I'm really excited and happy. We've had a successful day where we were able to engage our new volunteers that we recently recruited under our empowerment and our environmental pillar. And in the previous weeks, they've gone through training or even a workshop on Climate Fresk, where they were able to learn more about the causes and consequences of climate change. As 3E's Experience, we are really happy that we are able to involve as many youth on just understanding the causes and consequences of climate change, so that they can be able to spread out this information to various students across the country. So it's more like having a domino effect. So we are really happy and proud, and we are looking forward to supporting these facilitators on their various universities, so that we can be able to offer the environment climate justice. I would like to appreciate the 3E's Experience team, the facilitators and the volunteers, as well as partnership with Climate Fresk. To be specific, Naomi, she has really been instrumental in offering us support. As you've noticed today from the previous workshop, us as 3E's Experience team, we've taken up the role of being facilitators. So Naomi was just offering us that support. So we are super happy, and we look forward to ensuring that we promote green and clean environments across the country and even beyond. Follow us on our various social media platforms and check us out on our amazing work on cutting across clean energy, cutting across school empowerment, community empowerment and environmental conservation. So check us out. We have various upcoming events, and if you'd like to volunteer with us or even partner with us, feel free to write to us on info@3isexperience.org, and also check us out on our website www.3isexperience.org on our amazing work. So guys, thank you so much and see you in the next one.